Hi, everybody. Have you ever found that product that you can't live without, but you never knew you needed? This is an example of that. Tonight, I'm going to show you a recipe that is a surefire staple in our house. We make this very, very often. It's very healthy, very easy. It's apples with a peanut butter dip. It's a fruit dip that we make homemade. But the one thing I don't like is having to wash this huge cutting board just for cutting an apple. So what I do use is my mini choppy block. And this mini chopping block is from Stewart's Blocks and Boards. You can find the link attached. But basically we just take our apples, perfect fit to the cutting board, perfect fit to the apple cutter, although our cutter is not very sharp. We need a new one because we go through it a lot. Just going to set those apples aside while we make the dip up here. So as you can see, I have very minimal to wash. I'll wash this board and be able to reuse it again. One of my favorite gadgets I've found in a long time. So we're going to take a bowl. We're going to take some Greek yogurt, reduced fat, plain Greek yogurt. It's very high in protein, very low carb. So we just do about a half a cup. Now you can change this depending on what your flavored tastes are like. Some people like more peanut butter. Some people like it sweeter, not as sweet. I'm going to take some of this peanut butter powder, and I usually do about 2.5 to 3 tablespoons of this per half cup, and that's because we like ours very peanut buttery. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw that in there. I've got some sugar-free sweetener here, and typically about 1 to 2 tablespoons. Again, it's really dependent on flavor. It's not super sweet, but it can get a little bit too sweet if you put too much in there. So you can kind of adjust to see what you like. We mix this in together here. And it'll be a little bit stiff blending up, but that's what makes it much more like a fruit dip. As you can see that all coming together here. This is great for parties or midnight snacks. The kids love it. My husband requests this on a regular basis. The peanut butter dip is kind of like a fruit dip for fruit, but it's got just that nice protein flavor. It gives you that extra protein boost. And what you end up with is a nice little dip for your apples. So it's a quick, nice little snack. For me, I personally like using this mini chopping block or mini cutting board. I use this also for chopping up a quick onion for a dinner meal, or maybe making a BLT. I only need to cut up 1 tomato. I don't like using the huge cutting boards, although I have a lot of them. They're beautiful. It's just not practical for what I'm doing. So I do recommend you check out these mini cutting boards. It's probably going to become that thing you can't live without. Check us out and go ahead and click the link to find out more. Thank you.